Hi everybody, it's Amalia and I'm here today with a sheet load of cards. Every month Alicia from Call Me Crafty Owl supplies a sketch, supply list, and cutting guide for a brand new sheet load of cards. This month's sheet load is actually for 6x6 designer paper, and I'm still using the paper pad that I've started out with over a year and a half ago, and I had some sheets that were in my stash of that paper that were about 8x8, so I decided to use that for this particular cutting guide for 6x6 paper. So this is the Recollections C'est la Vie set, and I'll insert a card up above so that you can see the entire playlist for this sheet load of cards where I use the same designer series paper. Here are the cards I made. The sketch is for 6 cards, 3 sheets of design paper at 6x6, and you make 6 cards out of that. I turned one sideways because I cut the paper so that it had to be sideways fold, and I think it turned out pretty well. I also, if you notice, that I matte 2 of the elements with black cardstock, and I think it sets off the whole design really well. Here are my outlet black matte enamel dots that I used to design, add a design element to the card. Well, now that the cards are done, I'd like to take a look at maybe decorating the outside of the envelopes. Today I'm going to be using Pink & Main's Happy Mail to decorate the outside of the envelopes. Here we have Happy Mail. It's got a lot of cute images on it. It's got a postman, it's got a snail, it's got a mailbox, canceled postage, little sentiments, pen pal, dearest friends, Happy Mail. Lots of cute stuff on one stamp set. So here I am looking at the stamps, just trying to figure out which one I want to use. They're all really cute. So far I've only used, I think, that snail before on this stamp set. They're all really cute, but I wanted to pick out something a little different, and I picked out a sentiment, and I'm adding it to my Stampin' Up! Block. It's a clear block. They sell them individually or in sets if you want them, but I have the entire set, and I only ever use this one block, by the way. Then I'm trying to figure out if there's another one that I want to use, and I decided to go, it looks like I decided to go with the mailbox. And I just put it right on the other side of that stamping block. I'm using a Memento ink pad because that's the ink pad that I had handy to use. And typically with clear stamps, with some of the, I guess, cheaper ones, you have to like clean them off. You have to stamp them multiple times, not just once or twice, but stamp them multiple times to get the image not to beat up on the stamp and to stamp well. But with these I really didn't have to. You see that I stamped the mailbox twice on the yellow lined paper, but they came out perfect every time. So I just went ahead and stamped it onto the envelope, and then I stamped the sentiment on there as well. So for this next envelope I picked out the postman, and I keep testing out the images on that yellow lined paper, but they stamp out perfectly, so I go ahead and stamp it onto the envelope. I'm using the same sentiment that I did on the previous cards, which says you've got Happy Mail, and that postman is just adorable. He would be so cute colored up with some Copic markers, don't you think? So for this final envelope, I'm going to use Mr. Snail, and his sentiment says, better than email. Thanks so much for everybody for stopping by and watching my video. Don't forget that this is part of a collab, so check the description bar below for all the people that are in the collab and for instructions on how to get your very own sheet load from Alicia. Please leave a comment below because I love hearing from you, and bye!